Oh, sing, children of the world, come together and hear the call. Sing, children of the world, Islam will unite us all. Subhanallah walhamdulillah.
A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim. Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. In the name of Allah, the most merciful, the most compassionate. In the name of Allah, the most caring, the most kind. Praise be to Allah, the Lord of the universe. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is our creator. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is our master. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is the sustainer and the maintainer of the whole universe. Peace and blessing of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala be up on our great prophet Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wasallam. My dear young brothers and sisters, it is my profound pleasure to welcome all of you to our today's program. Thank you for watching. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala protect you from harm and danger. And I want to thank my respected young brothers and sisters who are with me on the program today. Thank you for being here. May Allah keep all of you in a straight path. Subhanaka la ilma lana illa ma 'allamtana innaka antal alimul hakim. So last week we started with the namaz pishin. Unfortunately, we did not have enough time to complete the namaz pishin. So with this episode, with this show, with this program, what we are going to do, we're going to finish the namaz pishin and move on with the namaz asr. So I want to briefly and quickly tell you that namaz pishin, you should always remember, is 10 rakat. 4 rakat is sunnat, 4 farz, and do sunnat. Brothers and sisters, namaz pishin is not 4 rakats. It is 10 rakats. Always remember, the first 4 rakat gets performed first, then the first sunnat, 4 sunnat, then the 4 farz, and the 2 sunnat. So we did a practice on the Jai namaz, the 4 rakat namaz sunnat pishin, and the 4 rakat namaz farz pishin. Unfortunately, we did not have enough time to complete the last 2 rakat sunnat, and we are going to do that. But before we do that, I would like to tell you something really, really important that you may have never paid attention to, that you may even not noticed that in the past. Sometimes my young brothers and sisters forget that how important that is to take your time when you perform your namaz. Do not hurry yourself. Do not rush yourself. Whatever you are doing before you stand on a Jai namaz, for example, if you're doing your homework before the namaz, or watching your most favorite TV program, hopefully it may have been a beneficial program for you that you're watching on TV, and then suddenly it's your namaz time, while you're standing on a Jai namaz facing Qibla and presenting yourself toward Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, don't think about that TV program. Don't think about your homework. Don't think about anything except your namaz. Think about how can you possibly, to the best of your ability, perform your namaz to please Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. That's all. The purpose of this namaz that you're doing, is to please Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. When you please Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, when Allah is pleased with you, Allah will give you mercy and you will have happiness in your life. You will be in a straight path. Allah will protect you from danger. Most importantly, if you do the namaz properly, for the sake of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, Allah will protect you from shaitan, from Satan, from evil. So that's why it is really, really important. And then sometimes, you know, I see what my young brothers and sisters, that they during the performance of the namaz, during the act of the worship, they do it so quickly, so fast. Like they want to get rid of it, finish it as soon as possible. Let me tell you one thing. When you go out shopping with your mother John or your brothers or sisters and your family member, for example, you go out shopping to buy something, it's back to school time, you want to go shopping for clothes. You know, you just don't pick up a jacket or a shirt from the rack and put it in the bag and leave. You look at it, right? You see it's your size. You like the color. You like the design. You like the price. You look at it in detail. Make sure you're buying the right product. You take so much time by buying one jacket or maybe a shirt or pair of pants or maybe tennis shoes, whatever it might be. You don't just pick it up and then leave. And another thing, when you go out shopping grocery with a family member, you know, you go to the produce section, right? Trying to buy some fruits. You know, you pick up the apple, and this is the way I do it. When I go out shopping, I take my time when I buy groceries. I want to make sure I buy something that is actually beneficial. It benefits me. It's not ruin my health. Like an apple, I look at it, make sure it's the right apple. Vegetables, make sure it's the right vegetables. I take my time. But unfortunately, sometimes we forget that when we're standing toward Qibla, facing Qibla, presenting ourselves toward Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, the one who created all the fruits and vegetables for us, and we do it so quick. Like we want to finish it like in less than a minute. While we are taking our time buying fruits and vegetables, we don't pay attention to our namaz. Brothers and sisters, it is essential. It is important, my young brothers and sisters. I'm looking at you, look at me in the eyes and pay really, really close attention. Doesn't matter if you're 7 years old, 8 years old, 10 years old, 12 years old. You're responsible. Once you stand on the joy namaz, you're responsible. You must do it right. Do you get full credit when you do your homework half finished? No. So that's the same thing. It is our daily homework toward Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Every day we have responsibility, 5 times daily prayer. We have to do it to the best of our ability that we please Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Now, we are going to stand in here and finish the 2 rakat namaz sunnat pishin that we didn't finish last time, and then we're going to continue inshallah with the namaz asr. So at this time, with this program, I would like to ask my brother Sayyid John to come in here, and also my sister Sahar John to finish it up for us. And here is the joy namaz. And this is for you, Sahar John, and this is for you, Sayyid John, and then let me help you. Okay, Sahar John. Now, I have to remove my shoes, just like always. And, okay, Sahar John, stand in here, please. And then I want you to, while you're performing your namaz, pay attention, look at the point of your sajda, okay? And then leave some distance between your feet, please. Open it up. There we go. Not too far back. Just wiggle, just like that, Sahar John. Perfect. And then say, John, make sure you have enough distance between your feet and your feet are straight. One thing, brothers and sisters, I want you to listen to this. If you stay like this, let me go back a little bit that I can be on the camera. If you stay like this, you are toward Qibla. Now, if you go like this, you're increasing the angles toward Qibla. The greater the angle, the further away from the Qibla you're going to be. Make sure that your feet are straight toward the Qibla. Don't go like this, don't stand like this, because the angle will get increased and you're losing direction of your feet from Qibla. Hopefully that makes sense. It makes sense, eh, John? So the greater the angle, the further distance your feet, the point of the direction of your feet is going to be away from the Qibla. So might as well just keep it like this. It's parallel directions, straight toward the Qibla. Because when you say Ruya wardan bi Qibla, it means you're facing Qibla, and you say khalisan lillahi ta'ala, you're doing it for the sake of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala only, nobody else. So every part of your body, the joints and everything must be facing Qibla. So here we go. 2 rakat namaz sunnat pishin is the same as 2 rakat namaz sunnat subh, no different. 2 rakat namaz sunnat pishin is the same as 2 rakat namaz sunnat subh. So, now here we go, my brothers and sisters, and pay attention. Sarjan, leave some distance with your feet, please, like I said, and then keep it like that. There we go. Thank you. MashaAllah. Niyat kardam, ada sazam, 2 rakat namaz sunnat pishin. روی آوردم به قبله من جهت خانه کعبه شریف خالصا لله تعالی. الله اکبر. Okay, now close your hands, Sarjan. Right hand on the top of the left hand. There we go. سبحانك اللهم وبحمدك وتبارك اسمك وتعالى جدك ولا إله غيرك. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. الحمد لله رب العالمين الرحمن الرحيم مالك يوم الدين إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين اهدنا الصراط المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين آمين. قل هو الله أحد الله الصمد لم يلد ولم يولد ولم يكن له كفوا أحد. الله أكبر. سبحان ربي العظيم سبحان ربي العظيم سبحان ربي العظيم. سمع الله لمن حمده ربنا لك الحمد. الله أكبر. Nice job, Sayyid John. Thank you so much. سبحان ربي الأعلى سبحان ربي الأعلى سبحان ربي الأعلى. الله أكبر الله أكبر. سبحان ربي الأعلى سبحان ربي الأعلى سبحان ربي الأعلى. الله أكبر. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. الحمد لله رب العالمين الرحمن الرحيم مالك يوم الدين إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين اهدنا الصراط المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين آمين. قل أعوذ برب الفلق من شر ما خلق ومن شر غاسق إذا وقب ومن شر النفاثات في العقد ومن شر حاسد إذا حسد. الله أكبر. سبحان ربي العظيم سبحان ربي العظيم سبحان ربي العظيم. سمع الله لمن حمده ربنا لك الحمد. الله Akbar. Now pay attention, brothers and sisters. Your nose must be touching the namaz with the forehead together. Sometimes we forget the tip of your nose is not touching the namaz. Both must be in touch with namaz. Do not forget. And when you do the sajda, make sure your feet are attached with namaz. Don't make sure it's not lifted up. Attached with the namaz. Subhana Rabbi ala. Subhana Rabbi ala. Subhana Rabbi ala. Allahu Akbar. Allahu Akbar. Subhana Rabbi ala. Subhana Rabbi ala. Subhana Rabbi ala. Allahu Akbar. التحيات لله والصلوات والطيبات. السلام عليك أيها النبي ورحمة الله وبركاته. السلام علينا على عباد الله الصالحين. أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وحده لا شريك له وأشهد أن محمدا عبده ورسوله. اللهم صل على محمد وعلى آل محمد كما صليت على إبراهيم وعلى آل إبراهيم إنك حميد مجيد. اللهم بارك على محمد وعلى آل محمد كما باركت على إبراهيم وعلى آل إبراهيم إنك حميد مجيد. اللهم ربنا آتنا في الدنيا حسنة وفي الآخرة حسنة وقنا عذاب النار. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah. MashaAllah, Sarjan. This was the 2 rakat namaz sunnat pishin that we did not finish on the previous show. So brothers and sisters, this is the completion of namaz pishin. 10 rakats namaz pishin, 4 sunnat, 4 farz, 2 sunnats. It's all done. So thank you, Sarjan. Thank you, Sayyid John. And then please have a seat. And we're going to leave the joy namaz like that. And then we're going to continue with the namaz asr. You may be seated for about a minute. But leave your shoes in here, and then I'll come back. Brothers and sisters, one thing I need to tell you in here, that you have to pay really close attention. When you do the namaz, once you stand, look at this. Pay attention. Sometimes you forget, but it's okay to make mistakes. But once you know how to fix your mistake, don't do it again. Don't repeat your mistake, because Allah gave us knowledge in the mind to fix our mistake, and we should be able to correct it and then not repeat it. So when you are standing and when you go after this Alhamdulillah with the surah, and you go with the ruku, and you go, when you say Subhana Rabbi al-Azim, Subhana Rabbi al-Azim, Subhana Rabbi al-Azim. Now pay attention here. Sami Allahu liman hamida, Rabbana lakal hamd. But unfortunately, sometimes we forget. We go like this. Subhana Rabbi al-Azim, Subhana Rabbi al-Azim, Subhana Rabbi al-Azim. Sami Allahu liman hamida, Rabbana lakal hamd. We must go to the complete full upright position. Give yourself some time, couple seconds, stand up, and then say Rabbana lakal hamd, then go. Don't just go halfway like this and go to sajda. That's not right. Like I said, take your time. You're doing it for Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and it's the command of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala that we must do it right. How much attention do we pay toward our homework, toward our school project, toward buying something, toward watching TV program, anything that will please us? This will please Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and will bring mercy to us. So it's important for us to do it the right way. Okay? And here we are going to do the 4 rakat namaz farz asr. We finished the 4 rakat namaz subh. We finished 10 rakat or 10 rakats namaz pishin. Now the 3rd namaz of the day is the asr, which is 4 rakat. All the 4 rakats are farz. There is no sunnat in the namaz asr. There is no sunnat in the namaz asr. All of them are farz. This is the way our Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam taught us, and we follow his step, and he's the best example for us to follow. So I would like to ask my sister Yasemin John to please stand on the joy namaz, and then I would like to ask my brother Sayyid John to come back, and then we are going to complete. May Allah give you peace and blessing. I love all of you from the bottom of my heart. Do I make sense?
Yeah.
Thank you. Okay. Now, here, namaz, once again, namaz asr is 4 rakats. All the rakats are farz. There is no sunnat in it. Don't get confused. 4 rakat namaz farz asr. Let's do the niyat. Niyat kardam, bakhonam 4 rakat namaz farz asr. روی آوردم به قبله من جهت خانه کعبه شریفه خالصا لله تعالی الله اکبر. Now, 4 rakat, the 4 rakat namaz farz asr is the same as 4 rakat namaz farz pishin. No different. Subhanak Allahumma wa bihamdika wa tabarak asmuka wa ta'ala jadduka wa la ilaha ghayruk. A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim. Bismillahir rahmanir rahim. Alhamdulillahi rabbil alameen. الرحمن الرحيم مالك يوم الدين إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين اهدنا الصراط المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين آمين. ألم تر كيف فعل ربك بأصحاب الفيل ألم يجعل كيدهم في تضليل وأرسل عليهم طيرا أبابيل ترميهم بحجارة من سجيل فجعلهم كعصف مأكول. الله أكبر. سبحان ربي العظيم سبحان ربي العظيم سبحان ربي العظيم. سمع الله لمن حمده ربنا لك الحمد. الله أكبر. سبحان ربي الأعلى سبحان ربي الأعلى سبحان ربي الأعلى. الله أكبر الله أكبر. سبحان ربي الأعلى سبحان ربي الأعلى سبحان ربي الأعلى. الله أكبر. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. الحمد لله رب العالمين الرحمن الرحيم مالك يوم الدين إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين اهدنا الصراط المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين آمين. قل هو الله أحد الله الصمد لم يلد ولم يولد ولم يكن له كفوا أحد. الله أكبر. سبحان ربي العظيم سبحان ربي العظيم سبحان ربي العظيم. سمع الله لمن حمده ربنا لك الحمد. الله أكبر. سبحان ربي الأعلى سبحان ربي الأعلى سبحان ربي الأعلى. الله أكبر الله أكبر. سبحان ربي الأعلى سبحان ربي الأعلى سبحان ربي الأعلى. الله أكبر. Only التحيات الشريف. التحيات لله والصلوات والطيبات السلام عليك أيها النبي ورحمة الله وبركاته. السلام علينا وعلى عباد الله الصالحين. أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وحده لا شريك له وأشهد أن محمدا عبده ورسوله. الله أكبر. Now, this is the third rakat. The third and the fourth rakat namaz Asr is recited only with Alhamdulillah Sharif, no surah. Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen. Ar-Rahmanir Rahim. Maliki Yawmiddin. Iyaka na'budu wa iyaka nasta'in. اهدنا الصراط المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين آمين. الله أكبر. سبحان ربي العظيم سبحان ربي العظيم سبحان ربي العظيم. سمع الله لمن حمده ربنا لك الحمد. الله أكبر. سبحان ربي الأعلى سبحان ربي الأعلى سبحان ربي الأعلى. الله أكبر الله أكبر. سبحان ربي الأعلى سبحان ربي الأعلى سبحان ربي الأعلى. الله أكبر. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. الحمد لله رب العالمين الرحمن الرحيم مالك يوم الدين إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين اهدنا الصراط المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين آمين. الله أكبر. سبحان ربي العظيم سبحان ربي العظيم سبحان ربي العظيم سمع الله لمن حمده ربنا لك الحمد الله أكبر سبحان ربي الأعلى سبحان ربي الأعلى سبحان ربي الأعلى الله أكبر الله أكبر سبحان ربي الأعلى سبحان ربي الأعلى سبحان ربي الأعلى الله أكبر التحيات لله والصلوات والطيبات السلام عليك أيها النبي ورحمة الله وبركاته السلام علينا وعلى عباد الله الصالحين أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وحده لا شريك له وأشهد أن محمدا عبده ورسوله اللهم صل على محمد وعلى آل محمد كما صليت على إبراهيم وعلى آل إبراهيم إنك حميد مجيد اللهم بارك على محمد وعلى آل محمد كما باركت على إبراهيم وعلى آل إبراهيم إنك حميد مجيد اللهم ربنا آتنا في الدنيا حسنة وفي الآخرة حسنة وقنا عذاب النار السلام عليكم ورحمة الله السلام عليكم ورحمة الله the four rakats of namaz asr just got completed. The first two rakat with the surah, the last two rakat without the surah. When you finish the first two rakat, you sit down for the first ayah, you recite at-tahiyyat sharif, you stand up just like brother and sister did, and then continue with the last two rakat, only alhamdulillah sharif, no surah. So at this time, namaz is finished. It started with the Allahu Akbar, ended with the Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh, and then we're going to do dua. Allahumma rabbana atana fid dunya hasanatan wa fil akhirati hasanatan. Raise your hand above your chest, just like that. Allahumma rabbana atana fid dunya hasanatan wa fil akhirati hasanatan wa qina azaban nar. Rabbana zalamna anfusana wa in lam taghfir lana wa tarhamna lanakunanna min al khasirin. Ay Allah, please protect me from harm and danger. Ay Allah, you created me and I only worship you. Please keep me in a straight path. Please protect me from evil act, and please protect me from shameful deed. Wa sallallahu ta'ala ala khayri khalqi Muhammadin wa ala ali wa ashabi ajma'in bi rahmatika ya arhamar rahimin. And then you can take the dua and rub it to your face, and then this is it, brothers and sisters. Hopefully you've learned it, and then continue it. Well, thank you for watching, and the namaz just got finished. Inshallah, you can go back to your seats. Yasemin Jan, thank you so much. May Allah give you blessing. Thank you so much. And then I will take the Jan namaz, and then you can have a seat. Say, John, thank you so much. And then I'll take the Jan namaz. Brothers and sisters, thank you for watching the program. And then this was a completion of the 4 rakat namaz asr, or 4 rakat namaz asr. Inshallah, next week, on the next episode, we're going to complete the namaz sham, which is maghrib. We will do that. Inshallah, by the end of month of August, we will inshallah be complete with the namaz, and we will go to some other details about the namaz, about the mistakes that you make during the namaz. What do you have to do to fix that mistake? And sometimes we tend to forget. We make mistakes in the middle of the namaz, and then we do the salam, and then we start all over again. We don't necessarily have to do that. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala gave us a solution. Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam taught us a solution to do that, which is called Sajdah Sawa, and we will learn inshallah, and there is more thing to learn about the namaz. Thank you for watching. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala keep all of us in a straight path. Do not forget to make dua for your parents. It is the duty, the obligation of all of you to make dua for your parents every single day. So I want to thank all of you, all my brothers. Look at me. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being here. I love you from the bottom of my heart. Thank you so much. We will inshallah be here next week. Thank you for watching. And then I have a special guest with me today. And he came from far away. He wants to recite Quran al-Sharif for you. And then I would like to call him over here. And then Imran John, please come here. There he is. Imran John is a special guest of the program. Look at the camera. Let me put the giant namaz away. And he wants to recite a surah. Okay, Imran John, look at the camera. And then, what do you want to recite first? What do you want to recite first? The surah?
Yeah.
Okay, let's go.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم إذا جاء نصر الله والفتح رأيت الناس يدخلون في دين الله أفواجا فسبح بحمد ربك واستغفر إنه كان توابا.
MashaAllah. Well, thank you so much. Thank you. MashaAllah. MashaAllah. Thank you. Okay, brothers and sisters, thank you for watching. And then may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala protect all of you from harm and danger and keep all of us in a straight path. And then until next week, inshallah, Khuda Hafiz, same time, same channel.
Sing